Good afternoon, this is Dr. Freed, and we're going to be talking about Module G, Statistics, which is weekly assignment 21-22. Statistics is a subject of studying variations. The group that we collect the data from is called population, and a census is a study of a survey of the population. Parameter, which is a value of the population, the average in percent calculated using all the data from that population. A parameter is a value, which is the average in percent using all the data from the population. Quantitative data are responses that are numerical in nature and categorical pieces of that information, allowing to classify those objects in different categories. Sampling bias comes with different samples, such as simple random, stratifying sampling, cluster sampling, systematic sampling, convenient sampling, and voluntary response sampling. You have two kinds of statistical studies. Observational studies are based on observations, and experimental studies, this is where the effects of a treatment are measured. Confounding, this occurs when there are two variables that could cause the outcome, and it is not possible to determine the results. You have a control group where the participants are divided into two or more groups. One group receives the treatment being tested, and the other does not. You have a placebo effect. This is when the effectiveness of a treatment is influenced. You then have a blind study in which the participants do not know who's receiving the treatment or the placebo. If you are describing the data, a frequency table is when you have two columns. One lists the categories and another lists the frequency, which is the number amount that occurs. A bar graph displays a bar for each category with a length indicating the frequency. Histogram is like a bar graph, but the horizontal axis is the number line. Class intervals are grouping of data. Each is equal in size, and it's between 5 and 20 classes. The mean of a set of data, and that is the sum of all the data values divided by the number of values. The median of a set is the value in the middle when you place the data in order, and the range is the difference between the highest number and the lowest number. Find the deviation of each data from the mean, which means subtract the mean from the data. Square each deviation. Divide the number of data values only if the data is from a whole population. If it's not and it's from a sample, you have n minus 1. Compute the square root of the results, and you then have standard deviation. Once again, Module G is a challenging module. If you have questions, just email me or put up a question on the discussion board.